So if you're a young man and you're nervous about talking to a young woman, maybe you could give her the information and say, I'm nervous to talk to you. I want to talk to you, but I'm nervous to talk to you, because that's what you would, that's you giving, first of all, you're being vulnerable, but also what you're doing is you're treating someone with respect, with information. Say, look, I'm nervous to talk to you.
Oh, and it's so endearing, and you're so right.
I know. I wish I came up with that.
If someone,
why did I come up with that?
tries
What did
to
you
like
do?
mask.
Yeah.
What is up, everyone? My name is Carlos, aka C. Welcome to the C Talks channel. If you are new, do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you to everyone who's been watching my videos lately. All right, let's get into it. So I just played you guys that clip. That was Craig Ferguson, acclaimed late night talk show host. I'm a fan. Talking to Bobby Lee and Kalila about what to do when you're talking to a woman and you feel nervous. Craig's advice is golden. If you're talking to a woman and you're nervous, you like the chick, she's attractive, you should do what Craig says to do and say, hey, I'm a little nervous right now while I'm talking to you. You're very attractive. That's something that you should call out, because if you go the other route and you just push forward, you're nervous, and you still act as if you're not nervous, she's going to pick up on it. Women tend to be superior in reading nonverbal cues. She's going to pick up on the fact that you're nervous, and she's going to feel off. You're going to be awkward. So you might as well call it out. Say, hey, I'm nervous right now. I'm talking to you. You're super cute and pretty. Wow. Let's continue. So I searched how to not be nervous around women on YouTube, and I found a ton of content. A lot of people are looking for advice on this subject, and a lot of content is being made on this particular subject. I'm gonna say this. It's okay to feel nervous around the person that you like and find attractive. It's actually normal. I still get nervous to this day whenever I'm gonna go up to a girl that I find really attractive and that I like and that I'm crazy for. I still feel a little nervous, and that's okay. I work with my nerves and I overcome my emotional state and I go into it. And of course, if I'm nervous, I call it out and I say, hey, you're really cute. I have no idea what to say right now. I'm at a loss for words. I don't want to become a robot that doesn't feel anything, because my life wouldn't be exciting if everything was super easy and nothing gave me difficulty and I didn't feel nervous, afraid. It's okay to feel nervous about doing something like this. It's okay to feel nervous when you're talking to a girl that you find attractive. It's actually normal. It's perfectly fine. Just feel the fear and do it anyway. Susan Jeffers coined that term. And that's something that you should tell yourself before you go up to an attractive woman to talk to her. Just feel it. Experience the feelings and sensations in your body. They're just feelings. They're not truth. They're not objective reality. It's okay to feel the fear, but learn how to work with the fear. There was a guy that I met when I was, I think, 20 or 21, who I went out with a lot, who I learned a lot about women from. And one thing and he did hypnosis. He was a hypnotist. When he was about to talk to a woman and he felt nervous or a bit anxious or afraid, he would imagine himself as like a little kid, and him, the adult, would just tell the little kid, hey, come on, let's go over there and see what's going to happen. And he would just walk himself on over and go talk to the woman. I think that's a great way to visualize your fear, as like a little child going like, oh, hey, I'm not too sure about this. I'm not too confident about what's about to happen next. I'm worried what's going to happen next. And just walk on over and find out what's going to happen, because you never know until you go. You have to go on over there to find out what's going to happen. I've done quite a bit of approaching women in my life, and I'll tell you this. I've had dates, amazing experiences, very cool adventures, but you don't know what's going to happen until you go over there and open your mouth. Everything else is here. It's in your head. It's fictional, right? Go experience the reality. Go. You never know until you go, guys. Let's talk about confidence. I feel like a lot of guys are looking for shortcuts. They're looking to become the super alpha, cool, witty guy who makes all the women laugh and is super rich and has a yacht and is also a photographer and all this other crap. You gain self-confidence by doing something that you originally didn't think that you could do. For example, if you see a woman that you think is attractive and you're nervous and afraid and you don't know what's going to happen if you go up and talk to her and what if the boyfriend shows up, shut your mind off and go and at least say hi and have a conversation with her. And then you realize, hey, look at what I did. I was nervous. I was afraid. I was worried about what was going to happen next. And I still walked on over and I had a conversation with this beautiful woman. Bam. Like Emerald Lagasse. You just gained some self-confidence and you did something that you thought that you couldn't do. And if you do that on a regular basis, your confidence grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. I think people mistake confidence for being perfect and knowing what to do in every single situation and being the suave, smooth guy. No. Confidence is you being okay with fumbling and being nervous and messing up and not knowing what you're doing next and screwing up, but you're okay with it. You're at ease. That's confidence, and a woman is going to feel that. I think a problem in today's day and age is that guys just want the shortcut. Guys want to know what to do in every situation. Guys never want to fumble. They never want to feel nervous. They never want to feel afraid, scared, anxious. No, you're going to feel these things, guys. It's okay. It is perfectly normal. Too many people want shortcuts. They already want to be at the finish line when in reality, they're just starting the race. Forget the shortcuts, guys. You have to fumble. You have to mess up. You have to fall down and pick yourself back up again. It's the way that you're going to learn and the way that you're going to get better and build confidence. There's no shortcut to this. You don't just get a magic pill. Here's a pill. Take it. And I'm confident all of a sudden and I know what to do in every situation. And I'm never nervous when talking to an attractive woman that looks like a Victoria's Secret model. No, that's not the way it works. You're still going to feel nervous. But that's perfectly fine. I think that because of technology and the way things are in modern times, we're more isolated as people. We don't interact as much and we're not in the real world as much as we used to be before. And I think as a result, a lot of men are growing up in front of their computers, in front of phones, in front of video games, televisions, and they're not getting the experience of speaking to women, of overcoming nervousness, of going up to a woman and fumbling and going, like, I don't know what I'm saying. You have to go through these things. So men aren't putting themselves out there. Look, approaching is hard. Going up to a woman that you find attractive is hard and it's difficult. Don't let anybody tell you that it's easy. I've done it a ton of times and it's hard. Talking to a woman has always been hard. Think of our dads, think of our granddads, think of our great-granddads. Before social media, cell phones, computers, the only way that you could talk to a person of the opposite sex that you were attracted to was to go on up, to walk right on up and open your mouth and have a conversation. And it was nerve-wracking. It was hard. It's always been hard and it's always going to be hard. Forget the social media crap. Forget all this online dating crap. That's easy. That's why I don't do any of that. It's hard to go up to a person that you like and talk to them. It's always been hard. I think we want too many shortcuts in today's day and age. But the truth is, you could spend your whole day on YouTube watching videos. When you go do it, it's still going to be hard and you might mess up and that's okay. That's all right. So approaching women has always been hard. I'm a millennial and I can speak on this. There was a time when the only way that I could talk to a woman was going up to her. That's the way it was. The first time I ever approached a girl, I was, I think, 15 or 16, going back home from high school in New York. I grew up in New York. And I saw a girl that I found cute walking towards me on the street. And what did I do? I went up to her. I said, hey, what's up? Do you have a boyfriend? She said, yes. Not the best line, but I kept it moving. She kept it moving. And that was it. That was the first time I ever talked to a girl. Was it hard? You betcha. Was I nervous? Hell yeah, I was nervous. But that was the only way you could do it. You had to open your mouth. You had to go right on up. There was no other way, guys. There was no other way. Let's continue. I think that in today's day and age, because of all this technology, social media, computers, all this stuff, we're in front of screens way too much, and we're not out there interacting and socializing with each other, men and women, as we used to in the past. So that's why I think a lot of guys get nervous. They don't know what to say. They fumble, they mess up. So a tip that I have for guys is this. Put yourself in situations where you're around women. If they're attractive, that's a plus. But just put yourself in situations every single week where you're around women that you can talk to. Think a dance class, a club, etc., etc. Put yourself in situations where you're around members of the opposite sex, where you can have conversations, talk, chit-chat, have fun, joke, play around, and you progressively desensitize yourself to being around women. So if you're around women every single week in a dance class or some club that you like, and then you see another woman somewhere else, it's easier for you to chit-chat with them versus you, and I think a lot of guys are in this scenario, versus you living a life where there are no women, you don't talk to girls, you don't know what they're like, you don't know how to make them laugh, how to make them feel good around you, and all of a sudden you see a woman that you think is attractive and you're there like, what do I do? No. Put yourself in the situations to practice talking to women. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's a plus if you actually like the activity. I'm a really good dancer. I'm Latino, I'm Dominican, I can dance like hell. I do dance classes every single week, and I'm around attractive women every single week. It's a win-win for me because I get to do something I like, and there's also women around me. Win-win, guys. So let's wrap this up. In that video I played you guys, Craig Ferguson said that if you're nervous while talking to an attractive woman, call it out. I think it's a great tip, and you're better off doing that versus acting as if you're not nervous, but you're awkward, you're coming off as just weird, and the girl's gonna pick up on that, and it's not gonna go well for you. Don't try to fake it, and don't just push forward. Say that you're nervous. It's the socially intelligent thing to do, and if she's a cool chick, she'll understand, and it's endearing, and you come off as vulnerable and authentic versus you acting as if you're not nervous. Oh, I'm not nervous. Let me talk to you right now. Don't do that. Appreciate you guys watching this video. If you liked this video, you'll also like this other video up on the screen. I'll be back with more videos next week. I'll see you guys soon.